Good evening. I'm John Bailey, and this is People to be Heard. And tonight you have got Jen Netrosio, the new director of the Ebersole Ice Rink Figure Skating School in White Plains, New York, USA. Jennifer, congratulations and welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, John.
Right. Well, listen, I think we start off, but tell us a little bit about how you got started in ice skating. You're from Hawthorne originally, and how did you discover the Happy Rink?
I actually began skating at Ebersole Ice Rink 21 years ago with my siblings on the public session. My cousins played hockey here for years. My uncle coached many hockey teams here. And when my mom was looking to get us into ice skating, he said, "Oh, you have to come to Ebersole." We lived in Hawthorne. It was nice and close for us. And we skated the public session every Sunday. We took our lessons every week, and we absolutely loved it. I fell in love with Ebersole and the family here, and I've never left.
You mentioned family. I like to call Ebersole the Happy Rink because nobody ever seems to be feeling bad at all, except when they miss a jump here. But at any rate, what is it about this rink? Because it's very unique.
I agree with you. I think that we've always been committed to being a recreational facility, and I think in keeping with that commitment for so long has made Ebersole just this great, fun, family-oriented place to be. And kids come here, they are active in a winter outdoor sport, which is not, easy to find in this area, and everyone just really enjoys themselves. And if they feel inclined to get involved in figure skating or hockey, we have programs for them.
Right. Now, your new plans for the skating school, which opens up when the rink opens up, which is probably going to be either this week that we're taping the show or next week. Anyway, we're taping in mid-October. What are your plans for the new skating school?
The skating school, similar to years past, will be geared towards an ISI, which is Ice Skating Institute curriculum, levels from TOTS 1 through Freestyle 3 for the skating school, and then after that, kids would go on to an advanced figure skating program or hockey program. We have classes for beginners of all ages, starting 4-year-olds from all the way to adults. And we have a Hockey Learn to Play program, which is this really fantastic hockey clinic.
That worked out really well last year.
Yeah.
First time last year, wasn't it?
A few years ago.
Yeah, right. And it really brought kids in a non-pressure situation to learn skills without peer pressure.
Right. And full hockey equipment. It's really a fantastic program. It's headed by Dina Formica, and she's fantastic.
And now the skating school schedules and all the times when you can skate at Ebersole and take lessons is in the new White Plains recreation catalog, out very early this year. Yes. Congratulations to Wayne Bass on that. It's very early, actually. But so how do you go about signing up? Do you have to try out? Do you evaluate the kids?
No tryouts or evaluations required. We have ongoing rolling registration available at the recreation office at 85 Gendy Way. You can also register online via the city's website, cityofwhiteplains.com. And I will be available for in-person registration for the 2 weeks leading into the start of classes. The classes start November 6th, 7th, and 8th. So the 2 weekends before that.
Moms and dads can bring their beginners and sign up. And now the other question I have for that is there is also an organization which my daughter belonged to, and that was the White Plains Figure Skating Club. Can you tell us how that works, how you get into it, and how it works with the rink?
The White Plains Figure Skating Club is a U.S. figure skating club organization. It's run by a board of volunteer parents and skaters, and they have exclusive figure skating ice for their members. Here at Ebersole, which is their home rink, they offer ice on Tuesday evenings, 5:15 to 7 p.m. It is a mixed level freestyle session, and it's offered for the entire season. As another benefit to their skating members, they offer test sessions, USA figure skating test sessions, which allows the skaters to perform the level that they're working on in front of a panel of USA figure skating judges.
Mm-hmm. And it is a great camaraderie in that club. You were on the board of it for a while, and they're very professional about the way they run things, would you say?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I served as the vice president. It was a fantastic experience, a really great group of skaters and parents.
Yeah. Now, part of the advantage of, I think, taking lessons in the Ebersole rink is you put on 2 ice shows every year, and what is the benefit of that to the kids? Because I'm always impressed.
We have 2 ice shows this year. They will both be in March. We have our annual kind of end of the season show, and participants of all levels are welcome. All different forms of participation in the program, meaning that if they're in group classes or private lessons or hockey learn to play or figure skating, they're all welcome to join us. The theme this year will be The Voice. Like the show, and so it will feature music from that television program.
Yeah, that is the end of the year show.
Yes.
I see. John Bailey, and we're of course talking with Jen Netrosio, the new director of the Ebersole Ice Rink figure skating school here in White Plains, and we were talking about the 2 shows that are coming up in March, and also you're doing something different for the holidays.
Yes, we will be featuring a Skate with Frosty the Snowman during our public session on Sunday, December 20th.
Mm-hmm. And then there is also a new look to the rink this year. You want to tell us about it?
The rink received 2 new compressors, so the ice quality will certainly be improved. We received new boards around the rink and new glass. We also did updates to the interior warming room with new flooring and a newly painted facility.
Any changes in concessions? Nothing like
no.
that? No. So it'll be the same great old hot dogs. It really is the best concession stand in the county. Right. And always pleasant service, and it's... in fact, I digress a moment, but I always like to call it the happy rink because everyone who works at it, folks, is extremely friendly, respectful of all the kids, even on the bizarre Friday night public sessions. The high schoolers hit the ice, and I do mean it. It's a very popular thing. So how is it that this atmosphere of easygoingness at the rink, but also your kids are safe at all times, how is that maintained?
It's a team effort. Everybody works together to create a fun, safe, recreational environment.
Exactly, and even the hockey games, when they're performed here, are kept under pretty good control. And that's not always the case at other places. But now, moving along, the glass that is in the rink is brand new this year, and it's supposedly stands up to the toughness that it is subjected to during hockey games, and should be really great to shoot videos of your youngsters.
Absolutely.
Through, as it has not been in the past. So it's quite an upgrade that the rink has endured. Now, anything to the community, if say I'm a parent thinking of getting their kid to start skating, or you're afraid that it's too dangerous for a toddler or 4 or 5-year-old to skate, how to get them, to keep them safe? Are there any practices that you insist on?
Well, our class, in terms of the group classes, our class sizes are relatively small, and the amount of instructors per class is directly correlated to the amount of kids in the class. So we certainly make sure that there is enough adult instructor presence in each class. We also have a skate guard available for every group session, group class session. But basically the first thing we teach the children is how to fall down and get up in a safe way. And so it does two things. It keeps them safe. So, we teach them the proper way to fall and to stand back up without injuring themselves. But it also eliminates their fear of falling. And especially for the young ones, they don't have that far to fall, and it doesn't hurt as much as it may for an adult. And so it's sometimes their fear of overcoming that is the biggest accomplishment.
Yes, the reason my daughter started skating was I couldn't teach her how to stop, so I enrolled her in lessons. Now, do you encourage the younger skaters to wear helmets?
Absolutely.
Yeah, bicycle helmets.
Bicycle helmets will work. It's strongly recommended. It's really just for their protection. It's the best thing to do for all beginners, all ages, not just the young ones.
Now, you also offer skating lessons, individual lessons too.
Yes.
Yes. How is that worked out?
That is arranged directly with the instructor. We have a wonderful, wonderful staff of instructors for basic skills, for advanced figure skating, for hockey. And so if there is a need for some private instruction, parents are encouraged to contact me, and I will certainly set them up with the appropriate teacher.
And you teach all the moves, you can teach all the moves all the way up through all the levels of USFSA testing, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Now, how about yourself, for example? What is it about skating that you feel is so good for children to experience? What does it do for them?
I think it's, aside from it being a physical activity, it's an outdoor activity. And I think just getting kids out and getting fresh air, especially in the winter time when everybody's cooped up for so long, is really, really so important. And I always found a real sense of peace being on the ice, especially at an outdoor facility. It's something that even to this day, when I step on the ice, I feel a calmness, and I love it.
Well, as I told my daughter, I said, listen, Juliana, when you're 25, 27 years old, and you've had a boyfriend, or you are having problems with your job, you can always strap on your skates, go down to Rockefeller Center and do a few axles.
Right.
And it is marvelous.
She does a beautiful axle.
Well, I can't stress how good figure skating is for teaching resilience and getting up and trying it in and not be discouraged. I think it teaches confidence in everything you do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's a theme here that we really, all of our instructors strive to promote. We want to build confidence in these individuals who come to us as skaters, but really can take that with them in their lives.
It never leaves you. And I know I have had to work through various problems skating backwards, for example, but I'm getting better at that. Well, Jen, you skated for a long time, and I wanted to ask you personally, what was your greatest moment in ice skating?
My greatest moment, probably for me personally, was actually here at the end of the year ice shows. My senior year, I had a solo in the end of the year show to one of my favorite songs of all time because it happened to fit in with the theme that year. It was I've Had the Time of My Life from the movie Dirty Dancing. And
that is a great song to skate to.
Right, and it was just, it's one of those moments where, you feel like you're graduating from Ebersole too, because it is a family here, and you grow up with the people and the skaters, and it's really something to be proud of to skate a solo as a senior here. So I think for me that would be it.
I see. And what was your greatest achievement in skating?
My greatest achievement by far is
other than taking this position. So right.
is what I see my students doing.
How true that is.
It has given me I just have such gratitude for my job and what I do, and the pride that I feel in my students when they accomplish something, whether it be an exhibition show here or a test session in Lake Placid. It's just really so rewarding beyond measure.
I see. Now, just a question about your staff. Is all your staff female, or do you have male instructor staff?
We have both.
You do?
We do.
I didn't know that. No. Great. So, you know, if the little boys have a little problem, they have males that is so great, because so that's another thing to really feel good about the rink. How many staff do you have?
Right now we have 15 instructors on staff.
Mm-hmm. Right, and we want to emphasize this is pretty good priced skating, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Right. Did you mention what it costs for the group lessons?
So the group lessons for White Plains residents is $135 for a 7-week session, and the classes are 30-minute classes, offered once a week, either Fridays, Saturdays, or Sundays. For non-residents, the price is $200.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Jennifer, we're out here at good old Ebersole, the Happy Rink, and you're going to take us on a brief tour of what's new.
Yes, come on in. The team has been working really hard all summer to get the facility ready with some really great new improvements. Here we are in the indoor warming room. So yes, we are an outdoor facility, but you don't have to stay outside the whole time.
Absolutely not.
And you'll see the beautiful indoor warming room. We have brand new floor mats and newly painted. Everything just has a kind of fresh new feel to it.
Fantastic.
I can take you now outside to
All
the
right.
rink.
Okay. Very sweet tour. The brand new Happy Rink, almost.
Right. And so this is the rink. It has a roof. It's open on the sides, but the roof does protect it from a lot of the weather elements. And here we have our new ice boards with the new glass and the new net.
Absolutely.
And we're right now in the
beautiful
process of building the ice. So that'll be up and ready by this weekend.
Is the entrance to the actual ice, and this is really something. Tell us, this looks new.
So we have brand new mats around the ice rink entrance. And this will protect everyone's skates, which we do offer skate rentals at this facility, and you can do that inside.
Yeah, and what is the cost to rent skates? It's good you mentioned that.
I don't remember.
What? Don't remember. She doesn't remember, folks. That's how you know this is live on tape. Right.
That I'll have to check for you.
Okay. So, we're building ice right now, but I can see that those boards look so pristine. They are beautiful.
A lot of our coaches that come in, especially affiliated with the White Plains Figure Skating Club, are ice dancing coaches. They participate in local synchronized skating teams such as the Skyliners or Team Image. And so a lot of our skaters will, if they take an interest in either ice dancing and or synchro, there's certainly coaches available to them here at Ebersole. And as a forward-looking idea, we are playing around with the idea of doing some clinics, some basic synchro style clinics with the gaining popularity of that discipline.
Right. Do you have any relationship with the Skyliners?
We do.
Yeah, great. Could you tell us about that?
We have a lovely relationship with many of the Skyliner coaches. They, we often share ice together over the years. Many of them come and skate with us on Tuesday evenings for the White Plains Figure Skating Club, and there's definitely a camaraderie there.
Right, and the Skyliners, for those who do not know it, they, I believe, won the championship last year. They were one of the top 5 teams in the world.
They always
to the
place very
Worlds.
well.
Right, and it's my daughter was on that team, and it was always a great experience for Even, and you learn so much by the old Jim McKay line, the joy of victory, the agony of defeat. And much of life is being able to handle defeat a lot more than victory and handle it mentally. Could you talk a little bit about that?
I
Skating helps that?
I can speak personally to the fact that figure skating has helped me tremendously in that way. My mother used to tell me when I was young that just the ability to go out and take the ice by yourself and perform a program, regardless of what happened in that program, if you fall down, you get up. I mean, that translates into life, and certainly has been a key to, a key block for the person that I've become.
And so did you ever come to a point where you thought back to skating and say, well, listen, I couldn't do that jump, but I eventually mastered it? Did you ever have an actual...
Absolutely, all the time. I mean, and there were things that maybe you were stronger at one time, and then you take a break from it, and then you be stronger at something else. It teaches you how to have an off day and how to be okay with that too.
Very good point. I mean, since I have a lot of off days, skating has helped me. But okay. Now you're heading into the new winter season, and how is the popularity of skating in White Plains? Do you feel it's still as popular as it ever was? And how is it going? How are you planning to grow it?
I don't know how I can compare the popularity now to previous years. I mean, the rink is just about to open. I know that our Friday night session with the middle schoolers and high schoolers has always been really, really popular. And figure skating and hockey remains pretty consistent over the years. I mean, they're great sports. This year we just are energized, we're focused on bringing great programs, and I think that that's really the point. We're bringing great programs to the residents of City of White Plains, to non-residents of the City of White Plains, and we're confident that people will really come and enjoy our programs.
Okay, well, let's see, is there anything you would like to say to the parents who are thinking of enrolling their toddlers into a skating program, and also where perhaps those children are a little farther along and don't skate? What is your message? I
mean, come on down. It's a beautiful facility. It's a fun, family-oriented place. It's a safe place. You can feel confident that you can drop your kids off with their friends and they'll enjoy themselves. And really, it's a life skill that I think it's important for people to have. You never know, one day down the road, they may want to take their children ice skating, and it's just a great skill to have no matter how far they go with it.
Yeah, and for example, it has other uses too. If you're a guy and you don't skate, and you fancy a young woman who skates, then you're going to want to know how to skate.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, and vice versa. You know, I mean, there's all sorts of perks to skating. Fair enough. Now, we've been talking with Jen Netrosio, who's the new director of the White Plains Ebersole Rink Figure Skating School this year. And let's see, let's give those numbers again as to call for more information on how they can sign up.
You can certainly contact the Recreation Office. It's located at 85 Gedney Way in White Plains. 914-422-1336 is their contact number. And certainly you can find me at the rink. I'll be here all weekends, every weekend. And my name is Jen Netrosio.
Right. Now, personally, who's your favorite pro skater?
Of all time?
Yeah.
Christy Yamaguchi.
Definitely put the sport on the map. A person who had ice water in her veins, who never, you always, and today, who is your favorite?
Still, Christy Yamaguchi.
Yeah, I see.
I mean, she's my favorite of all time. Of the skaters that are competitive now, I really enjoy watching Ashley Wagner.
Definitely. Okay, well, Jen Netrosio and Ebersole Rink, you have been heard. This is John Bailey saying good night for people to be heard.